Hey gang, it's me, Uncle Todd here, and we're going to look at the next episode of Stranger Things. We're slowly closing on the last one before they drop the other half. Well, in this one, we find that the army is torturing the agent that survived the attack 2 episodes ago, but he's not telling him anything. Might be because he doesn't know. Elle is getting closer and closer to getting her powers back, and we're learning some really, really sad and distressing memories that she's been suppressing. And basically, the massacre that was shown in the beginning was because she was being bullied by some of the older kids who had more developed powers, and hers just sprung up, enhanced by anger and sadness and all those strong emotions. Then, in Russia, Hopper, his Confederate, and the other prisoners in that cell are brought into a big banquet feast. And as they are stuffing themselves, Hopper is not. He's pretending, this is important, pretending to just drink vodka and eat some nuts. And they believe they're being fattened up so that they'll be strong when they fight the monster, because it's being trained for, as a military weapon. Hopper disagrees. He says they're being fattened up so that they'll have more for the monster to eat, and that the monster isn't being trained. This is how they keep it engaged. A large predatory animal kept in captivity and just given food, this is his theory, will just stop eating. So this keeps his hunting and fighting skills up. And when they go out to be presented to the monster, Hopper gets into an argument and a fist fight with his Confederate, and attacks one of the guards too. They're all taken back to their cell and bitched out by the other guards. Turns out Hopper did this all intentionally. He secreted away the vodka and then stole a lighter from one of the guards, because having faced the Demagorgon before, he knows about its only weakness is fire. Although when you think about it, fire is every monster's weakness. Vampires, werewolves, Frankenstein monster, mummies, Creature from the Black Lagoon, all the classics. Meanwhile, the boys make it to Salt Lake City, and they meet Susie. They give her a story that this is all about a new game system that they're trying to, it's a contest, they need to call a number and track down the location, and they're doing this all to get a new game system for Dustin. And unfortunately, her parents had found out about her changing the grade on Dustin, and they took her computer away. Her father's been using it for work. Now there's about, I'd say 6 or 7 kids here. Her parents are very religious, so, no birth control. And she engages the other kids in having havoc in the house so that she can sneak into her father's study, get the location, and print it out, which she does. Although she also finds out her sister is hanging out and getting stoned with the stoner of the group in his van. Very funny. That leaves us with main gang in Hawkins. Now, while the sheriff is having a town meeting to discuss all this, the captain of the basketball team comes in, and I have trouble with Mike. And he gives his theory about this being the work of a Satanist cult, the Hellfire Club, and that they need to stop it. He was a witness to the last death, and his only explanation for it is, of course, Satan. Well, he gets the townspeople riled up, and they go out hunting for everyone that's in the club. He conveniently handed out a picture from the yearbook of everybody in the club. Meanwhile, in the woods, Eddie has stolen a walkie-talkie from a construction site, contacted Dustin, and they all meet. And after Eddie's eaten, Dustin discovers that the compass he has is not pointing north. Thinking about it, obviously, this must mean there's another power source somewhere that's affecting the compass. A gate. So, following the gate, or the compass, they get to the lake again. So, Eddie, Robin, Steve, and Nancy, they go out on the lake. When they find the spot, Steve, being the only swimmer in the group, he was captain of the swim team, strips down and dives in. He finds the gate, goes up to tell them, but something in the gate had noticed his presence, grabs him and pulls him back down into the upside down. Nancy jumps in the water to rescue him. Robin follows, and Eddie grudgingly goes too. The police arrive at the lake, having found their station wagon. Max, Marcus, and Dustin lead them on a great chase through the woods before they're finally caught. Steve has been pulled into the upside down, where the bat things attack him. That's where they leave it for the episode. Also in Russia, Joyce and Murray survived the plane wreck, and with Yuri as their prisoner, they make their way to his warehouse in the church and have devised a plan, using some of the weapons he also smuggles, to get into the prison. Basically, Yuri, who is gagged, will be Murray, and Murray will be Yuri, turning them over for the reward. Boy, things are getting really tense in this show, in a good way. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this all turns out. Well, for this half, because it's going to lead right into the second half, because this all can't get resolved in only 7 episodes. There's just too much going on. I'm going to see, interested to see what happens when the guys get to Nevada in search of Elle. And really looking forward to Hopper's fight with the monster, because that's going to be the highlight. Well, that's about all I have for today. Please hit like, subscribe, and share. And until the next episode.